I don't know what I'm doing. Hi, my name is Nina and I'm from Serbia, from Belgrade, Serbia, and I have no idea why I'm doing this and what I'm doing. But the thing is that I had the urge to do this kind of a vlog for years already, and I have never had either time or idea what to do or correct gear or camera, anything, or good phone, anything. And I just know that I love to edit videos and that I love sharing some of my thoughts, and I love doing it in English. Don't ask me why. Honestly, I have no idea why I want to do all of this, but I'm in my wicked house at the moment. This is the place where everything started kind of 50 years ago. Less actually, but like 40ish years ago when my parents started building this house. So this was and is still my father's place, like his little cave where his old tools are and everything. And there are little shoes of mine. My first shoes are somewhere here. I will see to find you, to show you. And this is actually my favorite place where I used to play when I was little. Um, they must be somewhere here. Here, here are my first shoes. They're so old. Look at this. I made a hole with my toe. So he keeps them here, and he keeps so many other things as well. And this was the place where I used to play as well. My toys, my favorite toys were screwdriver and hammer and everything not girly. I had my Barbie dolls and everything, but this was the place where I loved to play. My dad at the time, he was working with, I don't know how to say in English. Um, I'll write it down. And he had these old, like, radio stations, and my main fun, the funniest game for me was to unscrew every little screw on them and to put everything into pieces, into thousands of pieces, and to try to put it again, everything together. So that was my favorite thing that I wanted to do and I loved to do. And at the time they were building this house. And then I was also here with them because I'm only child, and um, there were no like a lot of family to take care of me around while they were building and doing everything by themselves. So I was part of this, and I was mixing concrete, painting, dyeing, all of the stuff that I could do. They would give me to play with everything, and so I could feel that I'm a little maintenance girl as well, and that I'm helping them on their path of building the house. So I grew up here more or less. And then when I started to go to school every weekend, we were coming here and we were spending every weekend here. And there was always, like, when you have a house, there's always something to do and something to fix, something new to build. And even these days, we're always having something new to do and to build and to fix. And so why I started doing this, let's say, vlog at the moment, maybe because I'm feeling very emotional. My parents are getting quite old. They got me late, as everyone were saying they got me late, but they got me in my age. um, and they're still healthy and good and everything, but it's sad to see people who built everything and they were full of strength and will and everything, that they now don't have that much of the strength anymore. And for me, when I started noticing that it's really coming to be noticeable, like a year ago, this whole year was very emotional and hard for me, because for me it is very hard to accept all of that. I'm really struggling to accept that they're getting old. That's something that I'm working on all the time, and it's still, I don't know how to cope with that. I don't know how to deal with that. And this is actually, now it's November, and this is the time when we always close our house and take the water system. We shut off the water and take out the water from the system of the house, and we close the house until the spring. But because it became so emotional for me that I want to have a place where I can come eventually from time to time, because for me it's becoming more and more stressful to live in the city, and I don't have that much of a need anymore to be part of the city and to live there. So this is kind of a test winter to try for myself to stay here as much as I can. So because every year when we close the house, I would feel so sad, because I would know that the long dark months are in front of me, spending the time in the city, in my apartment, and just not being able to come from time to time to nature, to hear. It's very hard for me. So I decided now, for today, we have closed half of the system and we have left water in one small bathroom and in one part of the house, until we see that the weather is gonna be very cold and there will be -Celsius. So we will have to come, or actually I will have to come and close the water system in this other part of the house. And here I have one AC in my bedroom, and I have a fireplace. I have actually two, one that we're not using and the other one in the kitchen that we're using, and it is warming up part of the house. So this is really a test for me to see for how long I can stay here and how many times I can come, because I'm teaching yoga in the city, so I can be a few days here and a few days over there, and then I have to see when I come back here if I will be able to warm up this part of the house where I could stay and spend the night. And now I'm gonna show you this part of the house to see. So you see already that this is my dad's favorite place, where everything is getting fixed and all the tools are here. So yeah, this is his place. And of course, more than a half of these things I know how to use. This is the small bathroom that we left the water open for me, so I can here take a shower. Here there is no heating, so it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but we will see. And here is the garage. Here we get out, there is the woods for the fireplace, and yeah, this is the part of our garden. There is also the woods down there, and part of the woods is ours as well. And this is our house. Yes. I'm probably not doing this right with the lighting, but because I'm shooting with my phone. But I decided there is no more saying no to this idea, even though I, at the moment, have just the phone. I don't have a gimbal, I don't have drone, I don't have tripod. I have nothing but the phone at the moment. But one day, if I will be able to get all of that, I will get all of that. So I just want to show you a little bit of the garden. now it's autumn, so everything is getting these beautiful colors. So yeah. So yeah, you saw just a little bit of everything, and my idea is just to take videos. Usually here I don't wear makeup. I'm dressed very sporty. Oh, here comes my cat. Her name is Ljubica. Ljubica, dođi cica. Dođi. Easy. She loves spending time here, and she doesn't like going back to the city either, just as well as I don't like to. So we both love spending time here in the nature. I just wanted to show you this clock, wall clock. It's actually the clock from my father's house when he was a little, and my parents grew up in the northern Serbia, in some other city. They came to Belgrade for university. They studied the law, and this clock actually is very, very old and rare. It's antique. It's maybe more than 100 years old. And it had a cuckoo bird, the one that goes out and makes a sound and announces when it's what's the time actually. But the thing is that when my dad was a little, he climbed the chair and he was waiting for the cuckoo bird to come out, and then he grabbed it and took it away. And since I was a little girl, I was always wishing to see, because I've never seen in person, actually, I've never seen any cuckoo watch that is actually working properly. So because of that, this is now the sound that we have in the house. And the funny thing is, because there is the watch on the wall since I was little, for all my life, I'm so used to the sound that while I sleep, I don't hear it. And when I go to bed, sometimes I want to hear it, and I have to concentrate so hard so I can hear it, because I don't hear it at all. It's so implemented in my bones, as I can say, that I don't hear it at all. And I know when my friends come here to sleep over, they ask me to stop the watch because they cannot fall asleep because of the sound. And it's so weird for me because then is when I realized how much actually I don't hear at all this watch. I hear it now when I'm sitting in the kitchen, but when I'm upstairs in my bedroom, even though it is possible to hear it, I don't hear it at all. So yeah, I love it. That's the story for this. And here is a big fireplace. We don't use it that much anymore. When I was a little underneath here, underneath the stairs, there was my Barbie doll house where I was playing. And here where there is this old radio was a TV. So while I was playing, my parents were watching TV and they were making the fire in the fireplace. And yeah, but we don't use it that much anymore. And these are the photos on the walls from my grandparents. And this weird thing that originally looked like this is my final work from the academy. I have finished fashion and costume design. So this is actually Mephisto from Faust, inspired by India. And yeah, I have made Mephisto and Margarita, but she's packed in the closet. This is from my final exam. Actually, it's how originally looked like in the gallery. And now my mom decided to keep it here. And I still actually really liked it. I finished university a long time ago. It was 2005. Wow. So 21 years. 20 years actually. Yeah, a long time. This is my grandma. And that is my grandpa. And that is his second wife. And he got married 4 times. I think I have the gene. We will see. So I love the coziness of this place. It's so cozy and it's so beautiful. And I really, really enjoy it. And during the summer, here is always cold. I mean cold. It's always like 20 degrees, even though outside is 35, 40 degrees Celsius. But here, because it's down, you see where the windows are up there. So underneath it's ground, and on this side of the wall, behind this wall, it's ground. So it's kind of very digged in the whole room. So it's always very nice and cozy temperature. And I love the bar. And I remember when my parents were building this bar, I was little, I was helping my dad to build this. It's so much family history in this house. And the funny thing is that actually the first time I slept over by myself in this house, it was just 2 years ago. I was always scared and everyone were laughing at me. And I don't know why. I mean, honestly, there is no reason. And we have very close neighbors just next to us who live here. From the other side, neighbors who as well live here. But still, I was so scared. I would hear every little crack because there's a lot of wood in the house. So I would hear every little crack in the house. And when the night comes, I was planning to stay here. But as soon the night comes, I pack my things and I run away. So 2 years ago, actually, I managed to sleep over. And I was feeling safe, I must say, with Ljubica, with my cat. I don't know how she can save me, but still. And now I have this idea to eventually, maybe one day, I move here for good. But the thing is that the heat is problem. Heating is very big problem for the house because the house is very, very big. Even though I'm thinking because the days are shorter now, so I might feel lonely after the dark, because during the summer when the day is long, there is always something to do in the garden. I can walk around the woods. And now when the night comes, it's a little bit weird because there's no much to do. But the thing is that in the city, I'm very much overwhelmed with all the information and the work and everything. And then when I'm here in this silence, and actually when I feel kind of bored, then I get these creative ideas what to do. And maybe this vlog is the result of that. I don't know, we will see. I have decided for one last time, maybe this year, to make a barbecue as the weather is still nice. I very rarely eat meat, almost never. I have been vegan for 4 years, and then 2 years ago I started eating some eggs. And then sometimes I feel like having some meat, especially when I'm in nature. And then I give myself that kind of little pleasure. And while I'm making the fire for the barbecue, I've seen in the kitchen, because I've left the meat to melt from the freezer, but Ljubica, my cat, she jumped on the counter and she stole half of the meat and ate half of it. She's so well-behaved cat. I managed to teach her so many tricks, so many things. She's such a nice cat. But when it's about the food and stealing, I think she has some raccoon genes. Even though she's very well fed, she's even fat. And yeah, she always has to steal something. As much as I take care of the things not to be in the kitchen counters and everything, and I actually didn't put it in the counter, I put it in the sink, in the bag, in the little bag, but she took it out from the bag and managed to eat it. Yeah. Are you full? Are you full? There's no dinner for you, huh? You ate half of my meat. Yes, you ate half of my meat, you beautiful thing. Jelly. Ljubice. What? This is not ready yet. So Serbia is famous for barbecue, and you have to have ardor. So you never, ever, ever, ever make barbecue on flames. Never, ever. If you do that, a Serbian will fall and faint. Like this. Now it's ready. This has already been heated up. Now you can make a little magic. Hear that sound. So this part of the woods is still ours, and I really love it. Here it reminds me a lot of my childhood. I spent a lot of time here in this little part of the woods with my good friend. We grew up here together. He's my neighbor. And here as well we have the woods for the fire. We would chop the woods or the fallen trees, so we will have that for our fireplace, which is very important here when you're heating your house with wood actually. And look how beautiful the colors. The autumn is here. The weather is changing. You see how many dry trees are here that are gonna fall down, so we could chop them and use them for our fireplaces. And this is actually the end of our woods, of our land, and here it's starting my favorite place in the world, the Oak Woods. And that's the place where I literally grew up, because every time I was here since I was the littlest, I think when I started walking, my father took me into the woods to walk with me around, and that's when I learned with him to pick the mushrooms. So I have a weird feeling that these oak trees actually recognize me and that they kind of know me. Oh, here's the mushroom. This one is really tasty. We're gonna pick it up and have a little dinner, a little treat today. So I feel very safe here, and I really feel like home when I'm here. And this is my peaceful place where I walk around, rest, and just enjoy. I picked it up. It's so beautiful.
Rain-soaked boots tap the ground. Leaves whisper secrets all around. The road is slick, the air feels cold. A story waiting to unfold. Walking slow, breathing deep. Autumn whispers, secrets keep. Every step a melody. This rainy road sets me free. Wind tugs gently at my coat.
And one day when I was very young, I came to the woods and I saw this. They have made a hunting ground because there are some The only thing I'm scared in these woods are dogs, and I hear some dogs barking. I hope they're someone's dogs, that they're not running around in the woods and they're gonna come down here. So in these hunting grounds there's some wild boar, and I believe they've brought them when they built this. They didn't live here naturally in these woods. There are some foxes, rabbits, doe, yeah, I've never seen anything. I've seen rabbits, I've seen foxes. I have something in my hair, some leaves. I've seen foxes, nothing more serious. I've seen doe. Do you see doe? Like, it's not a deer, but it's the smaller kind, and they're beautiful. And during the nights in the autumn, now at this time of the year, I can hear them, and sometimes foxes as well. And just a year ago they made a new one, so the old one, the pieces from the old one, the rusty pieces, you see, you can find them underneath the leaves and you can trip over. So whenever I find some, I put on this rail because I cannot bring them with me. They're sometimes too long and they're rusty, and so I just put them here so no one can trip or some animal can be hurt. So then I find the gate and then I cross over the gate, and then I can walk even further in the woods. And there is a little place with the pine trees, and it's really peaceful and nice. I must admit I haven't been there for some time already. Today is not gonna be the day, but someday. You see, this is the gate, and then you can cross over the gate. I mean, I don't know if it is allowed. I mean, no one would say anything, but I just do it. I feel like this is kind of my woods.
A single crow lets out a note. Puddles shimmer, the world is bright. Even under this muted light, every drop, every sigh feels like the earth saying hi. Walking slow, breathing deep, autumn whispers, secrets keep. Every step a melody. This rainy road sets me free. The clouds are heavy, the sky's so white, but there's no place I'd rather stride. The leaves may fall, the cold may bite, yet here I am. It feels so right.
So I'm back home in the city, and I'm wearing makeup and everything because I'm gonna make a reel for Instagram. It's not something that I'm very much fond of doing, but I like to actually promote what I do. Actually, I like to do what I promote, which at this case is cacao ceremony that I'm gonna have here in Belgrade in person. And now I'm thinking of making a reel, and I'm so not creative. I never know what to say. You need to give a lot of information to people in a few seconds, which for me, it's just not my cup of tea, but I'm gonna do my best. So I was thinking somehow to record the cacao block, the packaging, which is beautiful. My friend makes it and we import it from Brazil. This is really amazing ceremonial cacao. I'm not showing you this for the commercial reasons, but it's just something that it's my passion. I'm with this plant for already 4 years, and it's been quite a time with it, and I've got so many insights, and it changed actually my path in life. I was thinking actually to invite people just to come and enjoy, and I think these days, because I'm very much into cacao ceremonies, I teach yoga and I like to share all of that with people. I think these days, because spirituality became a trend, and it is good in a way for the spirituality to come to mainstream, so more and more people can be aware that there is something going on, that there is some possibility for change and for personal growth and exploration, and asking the most important questions: who am I, where I'm coming from, what I'm doing here, why am I here? I think those questions are, at least for me, very important. So I was maybe thinking in this reel, because it's a trend now to heal, to work on yourself. I feel like we have another job apart from all the other obligations and jobs that we have. So I just want to invite people to come and enjoy in the taste of the plant without any expectations, to come to be in the circle, supported by each other, just by sitting there and being together, because we all feel each other energies, even though if we're not speaking to each other. So this is what I want to do with this reel and cacao. I was thinking to go again in a few days to Weekend House when I finish my classes, because now for 3 days I have yoga classes every day, and after that the weather conditions might be good for first snow. So fingers crossed that we go again into the woods and record the first snow. I cannot wait Saturday to go there, and maybe it's gonna be some foggy conditions, because those are beautiful for recording. I'm gonna bring my camera. I will probably have a little bit better recordings. So yeah, I cannot wait for the weekend to bring you all there with me.